Welcome to the first ever Sports Nest podcast.
Where great takes are born. My name's Peyton.
I'm Will.
And this episode is brought to you by Saturday's Best and All In Golf Club. Let's get into it.
Let's go. All right, so, wanted to start out by talking college sports, especially college football. We're really passionate about it. Go to Clemson University. Really wanted to start this page, talk about, Clemson athletics, all college sports. So, let's get into it.
We both met during rushing the same fraternity. We're just a bunch of dudes living life. So, we just want to spread some sports knowledge, just get to know our fans and everything else.
Yeah, and I just wanted to, before we start, I want to give a little bit of a background on... I started my sports media content creation journey, I would say, what did you say, about a couple months ago now? I rebranded. I was doing lifestyle content. I changed it to sports media, especially college football, college basketball. I'm also doing NFL content for the NFL playoffs. So it's really good. You guys should come check out Saturday's Best. Let's go.
Saturday's Best right there. Feature, baby.
Yeah, tell them a little bit about All In too before we officially get into, because I know you're probably inspired to do it through All In as well, especially with your content creation. Right?
I sure am. All In Golf Club's a golf apparel company that I started with my boy Alex. Shout out Alex back there, back in the back he's in our production crew.
Yo! Let's go.
We started a golf apparel company. We're going good so far. We're a couple months strong. Release a new product soon, so we're excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So let's get into it. First things we're going to talk about is the college football playoffs, the championship. Who you got?
Yeah. Oh my God, this is such a crazy game, dude. Both these teams are so good. The playoff game, the Ohio State Texas game, is better than I expected. I thought Ohio State was going to steamroll them. Mm-hmm. But I really think it has potential to be a really good game.
I do too. Ohio State's a great program. Will Howard's locked in right now. They did shut down Jeremiah Smith.
They did, yeah. I think, if I recall, he had 3 yards,
right?
I
know. Only one catch, 3 yards.
That's insane.
He didn't look the best. Ohio State still it's a powerhouse. So, I don't know, man. Give me Notre Dame. Notre Dame's going to Riley Leonard has that grit. Riley Leonard's going to carry the team to the championship.
I like where your head's at, but I don't know. I don't know if I can bet against Ohio State right now, dude. They got Quinshon Judkins. Don't forget Quinshon Judkins and Trevion Henderson.
They ain't nothing.
Both of them, they both can trade off and each make big plays. We saw that in the Rose Bowl when Judkins isn't playing to his full potential. Henderson comes in and has a massive play, right?
Notre Dame has a running back named Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, I will say.
Both of them don't combine to be him.
Hey, I will say, he's tough. He's him.
Jeremiah Love is him.
Hey, but okay, all right. First of all, let's talk about the fact they have the running back Prince, who's got the biggest arms I've ever seen. I think he's probably the biggest running back I've ever seen. They used to have Estime, if you remember, a couple years ago.
Broncos, shout out Mark.
Shout out production. But anyway, Estime, he ain't got anything on Prince, bro. It's crazy.
I don't know, but Notre Dame, give me them by 10.
I think I like Ohio State by 10.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, but I think Notre Dame 30-20.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ohio State 37, Notre Dame 27. I feel like that's pretty.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ohio State, we want to talk about they knocked out Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
He just declared the draft today.
He did. Yeah, that was a big deal. Especially on my sports media page, I really talked about Quinn Ewers. I really thought he was going to come back, use the transfer portal. Had a lot of big offers on the table, $6 million, $4 million deals out of the Big Ten. We don't know from who, but I'm assuming Ohio State's one of them.
UNC was one of them.
UNC's another team, Notre Dame, another team.
Oregon was also ruined.
Oregon, yeah. But they already have, it's not Malachi Nelson, right? Because they have another guy that they already have. I forget his name, but he's in line to be the quarterback there. But really, really big deal.
I just can't wait for the Giants to draft Quinn Ewers and their franchise to go down in history once again with a bad quarterback.
Hey, I saw he was number 3 on Mel Kiper's board. What do you think about that?
I do think Shador and Cam Ward is above him. I do think he's better than Jackson Dart, but give me Dylan Gabriel over him.
Yeah, I like Dylan Gabriel over him too. But Jackson Dart, he, according to a bunch of sources, I've been looking at X, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, he's climbing up boards.
Yeah, no, a lot of general managers have him at number 1 quarterback consensus.
Yeah,
so
I think that's honestly kind of crazy.
I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think Quinn is way better than him. There was a reason they were in the playoffs and Ole Miss wasn't. They were 9-3. I know Kirby, Lane Kiffin, he was getting after it on X the whole time during the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a reason they were in the playoffs. I think Jackson Dart was one of those big reasons.
You also got to give Quinn a bunch of credit. Against Arizona State, had that really insane overtime. It was really clutch. And like if he didn't do anything to make plays in the overtime, they would not have been in that championship game.
It was him against Scatabo, man.
Yeah,
that was a heck of a matchup.
Yeah, Golden also played really well too. He played well against Ohio State as well.
Yeah, no, Texas offense played all right, but that fumble, the
oh
fumble
my God,
man, that killed him. That killed him.
That
was Quinn's high school teammate.
Yeah, and they were also
crazy.
Freshman roommates at Ohio State.
Isn't that
that's nuts? Yeah,
that was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to our next topic. So we're both Clemson students, like we said. So we'd love to talk about some Clemson football news. Our first things first. Today, it got reported Capehart might be coming back for a potential 6th season.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We got that. A lot of guys coming back for more eligibility. Dabo and the Clemson staff are very adamant on having him back for the team. I think that it'd be a really big deal for our defensive line. He's really solid.
Yeah, you always need some depth. I mean, Peter Woods can't play every snap, but Capehart, he was still a beast last year.
He did deal with some injury problems, but I think if we, really get him going, I think he's going to be healthy next year.
Oh, yeah, and especially with new DC, huh?
Yeah, new DC, Tom Allen, bro.
3 years, $19 million.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, really excited.
Tom Allen's a great coach. I think he can bring out the best out of them boys.
Yeah.
He actually had his press conference today. I loved a lot of the stuff he said.
I love the Dabo smirks. He's all fired up.
Dabo looked like a proud father there.
Yeah. But it's really cool because they both, they're both such experienced coaches. He also has prior head coaching experience at Indiana.
Yeah.
And he was involved with USF, Ole Miss. He also, Penn State only 1 year, one season. But, I just think that they both are in line with their ideals. And, they both... Yeah, it just seems like a really good fit.
Yeah, them boys loved him at Indiana too. They loved him as a coach. I'm really excited what he has to do for the program, what he can provide. It's way better than Wes Goodman.
Wes
Goodman
300 yards let up against Texas, bro. That's unheard of for Clemson football.
Worst SEC rushing team, by the way.
Yeah,
in all of the SEC, and he let up 300 yards.
It's just mind blowing that we could not contain him, and then Arizona State was able to completely. They definitely had a game plan.
Well.
Yeah, they did. They both definitely had game plans to stop the run, but it's just crazy that we let up that many yards. Never happens with Clemson.
Never happens. Cade balls out that game, you still have 300 yards. It's just despicable.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Low-key outplayed Quinn Ewers too.
He did. No, he very much outplayed Quinn Ewers. It wasn't even close in my opinion. It wasn't close.
Yeah, and also we may be getting a guy from Penn State in the portal, Tyrese Mills.
Yeah,
that's
safety, right?
Yeah, safety. Yeah,
safety out of Penn State. I see a lot of guys in that in the next portal they transferring out of Penn State, coming along with Tom Allen maybe, or just going to a different school. So you never know what happens. We always can have some safety depth. I think that's one of the positions we lack on. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he had a game-sealing interception against Boise.
Yeah.
He really didn't play much 2023. 2024 he played a lot more. He wasn't a starter, I don't think. I think he was rotating.
Right.
But he's got a lot of experience, and I think with Khalil Barnes especially, I think that's big.
I think he can be great for us. Like I said, he knows the system under Tom Allen.
Exactly.
And can pick it up right away. So.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really big deal.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then next we got on our list. What are we talking about here? Oh, we have the way too early top 25 rankings. I've been seeing a lot of websites. They've been having Clemson from the 6 to 8 range.
I saw something saying Clemson was 7th today. I thought that was a really big deal.
That gets me hyped up for next year. I personally think we have one of the best offenses in the country.
If not the best defense in the country coming next year too, or top 5, maybe not the best, top 5 for sure.
But offense, I think we definitely have the best receiving core with Antonio, Bryant Wesco, TJ Moore.
Yep, and then Tyler Brown, hopefully being healthy next year.
Yep, and then we got a transfer too, coming out of Southern Missouri. So he's 6'5", so that's going to be our biggest dude on offense.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I've watched his tape. He's nasty.
Yeah, he is nasty. He's
reminds me of T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I think our offense is going to be insane. We're returning 4 out of the 5 starting linemen.
Yeah.
And then of course Cade coming back. He's a Heisman favorite, even though people are saying he is. And
I just wanted to briefly touch on we're losing Phil Moffitt. We're getting Gideon Davidson.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. We have Adam Randall also switching to running back.
And you have Haynes as well.
Yeah, Haynes. Easy. Yeah.
So, running back's going to be fine. It's going to be more of a committee this year than it was last year, of course.
Yeah.
But Moffitt towards the end of the year, I get the guy was hurt, but he was more hurting us than helping us. But he
totally
had
agree.
to get shoulder surgery, so hopefully he goes well in the draft. For him at the combine and everything. But
Adam Randall showed some flashes in that Texas game.
Adam Randall looked like a beast, man. And then the SMU game you went to, that kickoff return was insane.
Yeah, that was nuts. 40, 50 yards, got us in field goal range. He sealed the game for us, basically.
Yeah, no, it was insane. But
Nolan Hauser, he's him, bro.
But we had again, I think our potential is insane. We had the most freshman All-Americans this year with 4. Sammy Brown. Absolute beast. I think he's going to lead that defense next year.
Saw something today that Nolan Hauser got like all freshman recognition. Did you see that?
Yeah. It was Sammy, Nolan, Wesco, and TJ Moore. So both the dynamic duo receivers as well. You can't stop them. I feel like TJ Moore, he got a little bit overshadowed by Wesco at first, but then really broke out that Texas game. Hauling in over 130 yards and a touchdown. You can't stop that, man.
I also feel like it's like if TJ Moore's not like on his best game, it's Brian Wesco. If it's not Brian Wesco, it's TJ Moore. Like it's
not both of them. It's Antonio Williams.
Exactly. Because in the Texas game, TJ Moore he was dusting their Texas secondary. They were good. They've got Makuba.
Well, that's the same secondary that stopped Jeremiah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They also have one of the best corners in the whole draft. And then Wesco we saw against SMU had, what do you have, 2-3 touchdowns in that game, over 100 yards?
He had 2 touchdowns, the first 2 touchdowns of the game.
Yeah, that was insane.
He was a beast that game. But I think our offense next year, man, it has potential to be the best in the country. Kind of like how Ole Miss was coming in this year, but Ole Miss was a little overrated, like I said. But I think we actually have the potential to not be overrated.
Yeah, for sure. We also have, some really big home games. We've got LSU at home. Playing SMU at home, playing Syracuse. Unfortunately, they don't have Kyle McCord. That would have been a really big resume builder for us. I think Syracuse could have had the potential to be really good.
It'll be fun playing UNC away, first year Bill Belichick.
I might try to go to that game. We should all try to go to that game. That'll be a big one.
Production crew.
Yeah.
Then you had away game, South Carolina.
Lenore
Sellers, man, he's an
beast,
animal.
Man.
Yeah, he's an animal. What did you say he was a combination of Cam Newton and what?
I said Cam Newton. If Cam Newton and Anthony Richardson had a kid, like low key,
they ran all over us. But that was the West Goodwin defense, so we don't know what they're going to do next year.
Yeah, I know.
Couldn't wrap up. Barrett Carter out there couldn't wrap up. All love the Barrett though. So we have some good away games next year. Some really good home games. I'm really again the SMU game's going to be really good. They'll probably be ranked top 12 to start out.
Yeah, they got Tyler Van Dyke in the portal. That'll be a really big addition for them.
I think Jennings will still start. Jennings will still start. But I think that'll be a top 10 matchup when it comes around, and then LSU is going to be a top 15 matchup. So a lot of good home games coming up this year in the Valley. So it's going to be fun.
LSU also made a bunch of portal additions too, kind of like Clemson. Similar boat. So.
Dude, they're ranked like top 4 in the SEC in portal additions, man.
Yeah, they got some good defensive players. They got a couple of receivers in the portal.
Yeah,
and Nussmeier coming back, he's nasty, bro.
You see Miami's ranking in portal?
What's their ranking?
2.
Oh my! Really?
In the ACC, they're killing it in the portal this year.
That's really sick. Yeah.
Florida State's up there 2 at 5.
Yeah. They got Castellanos going to Florida State.
For they do.
Yeah.
But we actually snagged someone out of the SEC too, Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah, that was huge.
Yeah, I wrote about him in my article today. Actually, I think he's going to play more outside linebacker for us at edge because we have T.J. Parker.
Yeah, and we got the Purdue transfer,
Will Height and Jaheim Lawson. So. Those guys will probably hold down the fort. We're a little bit thinner at linebacker.
I would say so too.
We have Wade, Sammy Brown. I think Drew Wood he's going to be someone to watch this year.
I think he'll be more of an impact player this year for us.
Yeah, he was only a freshman last year, and we were pretty loaded at linebacker, but losing Barrett Carter is going to hurt, of course.
Yeah, and Alexander, he's also got a lot of experience too. He played a lot at Alabama.
Yeah.
Former teammate of Peter Woods. It only makes sense. He also, I think, what was it? We were like top 2, like it was us and Bama, right?
Yeah, it was us and Bama in the recruiting rankings. And when he visited us, he said, I see my home was here.
Yeah.
I don't know what ended up happening. I think that was back in the Dabo era. We didn't use NIL and stuff like that.
Yeah, he probably got some money, a little bit of compensation.
But Dabo's making changes around here, man. Yeah. I love it. I love to see it. But it was between us and Bama. And Bama ended up getting him, but he ended up home anyway, so it doesn't matter. We beat out 3 SEC teams for him.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Auburn, there was one other I forgot, but it shows how much he wanted to be here. So I'm excited about that addition.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. So I guess we could kind of shift gears now. I wanted to talk about the NCAA giving the 5 years of eligibility. What do you think about that? And also about JUCO, where you keep all of your eligibility in college if you go the JUCO route.
Man, I think that's just insane.
Yeah.
Say like a player takes a medical red shirt, gets hurt first year, maybe like not tears an ACL, but just misses all the games. They have 6 years to play in college. I mean,
it's nuts.
Like by the time you get 19, you'll be 24 when you get out of college.
Yep.
So I mean, it's just insane. But I guess some of these players, they don't look towards the NFL as much anymore since they're making just as much in college.
Oh, they're making bags, man.
In their rookie year in the NFL.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So I don't know how to feel about that yet. But I think 5 years. I think that's not too bad. But the JUCO route. Yeah. I mean, if you have 5 years plus JUCO, that's 7 years in college. I mean, they'll have 26-year-olds playing 18-year-olds.
Yeah, I like the idea of keeping your eligibility, but at the same time, I don't think we want people that old playing college football.
I agree. I agree with that 100%.
Because it used to never be like, it used to be like you're 21, 22, and you're out. Now kids are like 24, 25, and they're going pro. And I don't know. I just think you're like washed out after that.
CTE is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. They're going to be washed up athletes playing in college.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, actually, I just saw... right before we started this, the first ever for Georgia Tech actual Guardian Cap helmet came out.
Oh,
so it's not even a Guardian Cap above the helmet anymore. It's just a Guardian Cap.
I like the design. I saw shout out Ken Sports. I saw he posted that on his Instagram. So.
Yeah, no, that's insane to me. I think that's a very good idea by the NCAA. I think NFL should definitely move to that. I think some of these players should start wearing it more. Maybe make it less noticeable.
Yeah.
They look like bobbleheads out there right now.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it'll help with the CTE stuff and the concussions and, provide more safety to the players. But it's going to look much better than that weird cap.
Dude, that was insane.
Yeah, one of the Packers receivers, I can't remember, he had that on in one of the regular season games.
Romeo Dobbs. He always had it on. It was I was like, dude, you look...
Romeo Dobbs.
Dobbs? Yeah.
Dobbs,
okay.
Dobbs. Production crew. Yes, sir. No, but Dobbs, Dobbs did look like he looked like a bobblehead out there. So I'm glad they're making this type of helmet. I think it's even safer than the other one, too.
Oh, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
it's really good they're doing it.
I think that's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they're going to need it. They're letting players play 7 years. So.
Yeah. CT's no joke, man. It's a real problem.
I know. It's Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
It sucks, man.
It does. So moving on, we got So
what do we got?
Oh, we got the little transfer portal window. The next one's opening April 16th. So right now it's January 15th.
Yeah,
they got a couple months. They got a couple months. I mean, you see a lot going on with head coaches, defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators going in and out. So those players get a chance to see, feel it out, see what coaches do, see what coaches they get.
Yeah.
Even the position groups. If a lineman coach comes in, lineman doesn't like the coach that they hired, he can leave in that window. So I think it's good for the kids.
Exactly.
Of course, we see a lot more people transfer out the fall window.
Yeah.
Right after their season, but some transfer out this window as well. So last year, for example, for Clemson, it was rumored Maffa about transferred out.
Yeah.
From us, but Dabo somehow convinced him to stay. I don't know how he did, but
probably had a little bit of money involved and just telling them we're going to develop. And CJ Spiller, running backs coach, is another big thing too. I think that probably kept him here. So
he was rumored to leave last year. So some of these players could leave out. I see a lot of Penn State players leaving out.
Yeah,
from that defense.
I'm with you. I think that could happen, and it's just just pulling them into our program. I think that's a big deal. But maybe they won't go to Clemson. I don't know.
They might go somewhere else. Somewhere else in the Big Ten. Somewhere that's cold with good defense. Big Ten known for gritty defenses and quarterbacks like Drew Allen. So but no, they're known for those gritty defenses. So I think some of those players will go there. Mm-hmm. Maybe some SEC schools that offer the bag up, like Auburn, Oklahoma, all those schools. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see what these kids do during this time.
Yeah,
I'm definitely wanting Clemson to target a punter during that time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our punter. Oh man, I don't. What's his name, bro?
He graduated now.
Oh, graduated. Okay,
all right. He was here for 5 years. I forgot his name.
Aiden Swanson.
What's up?
Aiden Swanson.
Aiden Swanson.
Yep, that's Swanson. Yeah.
Man, no offense, Aiden, if you ever watch this somehow, but dude, Your punts were like line drives, man. I don't know what was happening out there. It makes I don't know. But I just really hope we target a punter. Maybe in the portal. Maybe we recruited someone I don't even personally know. But
I don't know.
Maybe we target someone, like I said, in the portal. So you never know during that period.
That would be a big addition. And hopefully, Tyrese Mills follows Tom Allen in the end in April, makes the commitment to us.
Well, players now can still commit.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, they can still commit if they're in the portal already.
Okay, all right.
But more players can enter the portal during that session if they decide to stay during the falls, feel it out and everything. So we could see him coming to Clemson anytime soon or going somewhere else.
Yeah, and another big thing I feel like could happen is, we see all these guys declaring for the draft. You saw Carson Beck declared, and then he came back because he... people are telling that, your agents are saying, look, you might be getting more money if you stay in college. Yeah. That's what Carson Beck, I saw, it was a funny tweet. It was like his agent farted and he said, stay in college. Saw that on Twitter. That was so funny.
No, dude, he just wanted to be with his girlfriend.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, oh my God, that too. Yeah.
I don't know. I think
going to the U.
I personally think Beck, probably should have went to the draft. I don't think he's going to raise his stock anymore.
Yeah.
Miami, I know, offered him the highest NIL deal in history so far of $4 million.
Yeah.
That's more than a rookie contract all 4 years for NFL. So that's kind of crazy to me for 1 year for a mid quarterback.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That is crazy. Yeah.
I don't think Beck's that good. I think Cade clears him. I think Lenore's clears him.
Yeah.
Heck, I think Aller might be better than him next year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Beck's nothing special to me, but we'll see what he does with that Miami offense, man.
Do you think Jalen Milroe should consider coming back to college? He didn't really have the greatest. He started off pretty hot, and then it just kind of dwindled.
Yeah, people are calling him a running back now.
Yeah, I know.
I think he should have came back. I think Alabama would have let him go personally. I think
they have Ty Simpson now in line to start there.
I think he would have been benched if he still would have went to a smaller school. He would have got more money. Involved than he would an NFL rookie contract.
Yeah.
But I personally think he should have came back.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think his throwing could have used some more improvement. I think he's progressed so much since he became a starter at Alabama, obviously. And you see a little bit of comparison to Lamar with his legs, and he's fast. I think he dealt with a lot of injuries this past season too. I heard a little bit about that.
One tweet I saw was before the Michigan game. He was filming an NIL commercial, and then he went out there and just dude, he played so bad.
It was atrocious in the first half.
Yeah, no, that was awful. They scored 3 points first half, 7 points.
Something like that. And they had 3 turnovers back to back to back.
Yeah, they looked awful. Yeah. Dude, Alabama. I don't know how they're going to be next year, but those last couple of games they struggled.
Yeah,
their peak was that Georgia game.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but speaking on even Michigan though, I think they're going next year high. Yeah. They just got the number 1 recruit in the country.
Yeah, Bryce Underwood.
Bryce Underwood,
really good quarterback.
They got a good running back out of the portal.
Yeah,
they're retaining a lot of those players.
They stole Trey Williams from us from Clemson. He's going there.
They did.
What a shame.
They stole those last 2 games against Ohio State, who's in the national championship right now.
Yeah.
And then you have Alabama, who's a top SEC team that was still ranked 12 in the country.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Michigan's going next year hot, man. I think they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, for sure.
We'll see what happens with that, but I think people are going to underrate them. I think they're going to be ranked. I think going in next year, actually, they're going to start out ranked.
I agree with you. I feel like they'll definitely be ranked. They've made a lot of big moves this year in the portal.
100%. Getting number 1. Getting number 1 player in the recruiting class kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah,
so.
And they finished really strong, beating Ohio State and Alabama.
100%.
Two very notable programs. I don't know. But let's just talk about the fact that how does Ohio State lose to Michigan at home? It's just one of the craziest turnarounds ever. And it's just what happened in that? You think it was a locker room issue?
I think they just own Ryan Day. It's in Ryan Day's head. Yeah. Ryan Day is the worst coach in college football whenever he plays against Michigan.
Yeah.
Not against Michigan. He's proven it this year, man. If he didn't get past the first or second round in the college football playoffs, I promise you, he would have been fired.
Probably would have been gone. Yeah.
He would have been gone, and because they couldn't get past that hump, but now they finally passed that hump. His job, of course, is safe. No one's going to fire someone that led him to a national championship.
Yeah.
But against Michigan, man, I think it's all in their head. It happens every single year. every single year. And it was at Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, out on their stomping grounds. That's not a good look.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, and I get the fact that they were really upset after losing and them planting the flag in their stadium, but it's all part of the rivalry, and especially since Michigan had not to their standards like the year they had, and finishing 7-5. I would give them the right to do that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure Ohio State would try to do the same thing if they won in Michigan.
100%. Yeah. I mean, Ohio State. I never, like you said, I don't get what happened with that, but Michigan just owns them, I guess. But I mean, maybe beating the national championships has something on their chip on their shoulder going into next year. So that would be awesome for them. Great momentum for them. So I'm excited for that program next year.
Yeah, what is that? 5 in a row that Ohio State's lost now? 5 in a row, 6 in a row.
It's 4 or 5. It's insane. It's an insane number, and a lot's at home too.
Yeah.
So Ohio State, man, I don't know what's up with them, but they got to clean their act against Michigan. Other than that, they're good though.
Yeah, other than that, they're good. Potential to win the national championship against Notre Dame. I'm really excited for that game. Monday, MLK Day. It'll be a big game.
Yeah, no, it'll be a huge game, and then right after NFL playoffs.
Yep.
So great football weekend coming up. I mean, everyone should watch. So be fun too.
Really excited. Yep.
Yeah, but. Thank you for joining our first episode of the podcast.
Thank you so much. Yeah, really appreciate having you guys on. It's our first time doing this. We're so excited to continue doing this, and we want you guys to follow us on our sports broadcasting journey, and go check out Saturday's Best and go give All In Golf Club a follow.
Thank you guys so much for watching the Sports Nest podcast. Where great takes are born. Please drop a like or a follow, and comment down below what you want us to see. What you want to see the next episode.
Yeah, and just let us know what you guys think is going to happen in the national championship. Really excited for this game. What do you guys think? Who's going to win, Notre Dame or Ohio State? Thanks, guys.